Back up again. Here's Lysing out high. Leaves it near side to Winsenson. She'll spin off. Looks to center. Berthume with it now. Top of the near face-off circle and skates in. Centering pass through. The Vikings get a stick on it. Goes up high to the far boards. Pointers maintain possession. Lysing out high. Here comes Berthume. Fires a shot. Another shot block here by the Vikings. Winsenson after it. Can't hold the zone. Then gets her pocket picked. And the Vikings, good job here by Emma Perry to gain possession of it. She'll slide it down the length of the ice. 12:22 to go here in the first period. A minute remaining in the skyward power play for the Pointers. Up the wall on the far side. Here comes Courtney Lysing in. She'll carry it. Lysing looks to center. Walks right around to the far corner. All the way behind the net, waiting for help as the Pointers were changing. Out high, Grace Torma. She'll slide it cross ice here to Pikarski. Pikarski throws it deep. They'll go behind the net. Centering pass broken up by Pryor, but then a shot there by Adalin. Backhander wide. She had a couple of chances there. Sarah Adalin with 32 seconds remaining on the power play. Pikarski back to get it. Long range pass ahead to Granovsky off her stick. She's got to hustle to try to keep it in. Instead, they'll drag it. Centering effort here. And it's Granovsky that tries to center it now. Held in up high, but then kicked around and out into the neutral zone it goes. Grace Torma throws it back up off the wall on the near side. This might be far enough for icing. Nope, they'll let it go here. 5 seconds remaining in the skyward power play for the Pointers. Torma intercept, but off of her stick, comes out of the zone. Vikings back at full strength here. Near side, finally back near their own blue line. Lauren Moravchek with it. Moravchek sends it ahead. Long range pass ahead to Lainey Martins. Martins fires a shot, and Olivia Schultz makes the save. 11:09 to go here in the first, and it is 6-0. Now should be 6-1. The shots on goal in favor of the Pointers. 11:09 to go in the first. All right, Stevens Point up, and let's see, bounces up into the bench, and we'll get a whistle. Stoppage in play. Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of UWSP Athletics. Reminds you to make it a point to drink responsibly. 6-1, the shots on goal through the first 9 minutes here. And Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Moravchek flips it near side. Centering pass open for a minute, and then the Pointers close that down and slide the puck wide of the net. Gigi Wood had a good look at it. Shot to the side of the net again. That's turned aside by Schultz. Wood to the far corner now. Wood picked up there by Lexi Hagen. Hagen reaching for it. Pretty good stick battle here in front of the net. With nothing doing there. Lena Berthume ends up with it here for Stevens Point. And now it is Katie Stanius. Stanius right up the middle through the neutral zone. She'll fire a shot. That's blocked. Rebound rolling around. Pointers shovel a shot. That doesn't get through. Far side, Winsenson hustling in. Winsenson with speed. Now veers off. Tried to center it. Vikings will gain possession of it, and they turn the puck over. Now back the other way. Molly Millar shovels a backhander. Pryor will kick that one out to the side. Gigi Wood to get it there for Lawrence. Wood up ahead in the left wing to the neutral zone, lifts it up there. Ashton Wilczek picks it up, tried to hit Micah Zip ahead, and Stevens Point ends up with it again. Oh, just missed Micah Zip again. The puck gets deep. We'll get a whistle and an icing call against Stevens Point here with 9:55 to go in the first period. And can't have the media timeout because of icing here, so somehow we'll all find a way to survive, I guess. We'll see. 9:55 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Vikings look to center it. Now shot turned right off the near side of the faceoff circle. Taylor Halverson cranked that one wide for the Vikings, and a backhanded shot. Olivia Schultz will make the save, and we'll get the media timeout. 9:44 to go in the first. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Oh, because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, 9:44 to go in the first. Those of you who may be tuning into our audio-only string on the Mixlr app have been told our YouTube issues have been resolved, so we're back up and live and in living color if you want to hop back there, or if you just want to stay there and let your mind be guided by yours truly here through the next 2.5 periods. Stevens Point, a good start here, out shooting the Vikings 7-2. And more importantly, a 1-0 lead. On probably their worst shot of the night. Just one that fooled the goaltender Pryor and hit off the heel of her stick, and she was kind of spinning around and knocked it in her own net. All right, so face-off back to the right side of Olivia Schultz. Tell you what, Olivia Schultz had a busy week for the Pointers last week. Holy smokes. Kept the Pointers in it until the third period in River Falls. All right. Here's Stevens Point back the other way. Stepping up to get it, Ashton Wilczek on the left wing, firing a shot. Blocker save made. Rebound there. Zip pushed a rebound. That was blocked to the far corner. Vikings in transition, back the other way. Trying to lift it ahead is Lindsay Gullickson. Gullickson lost it. Magro will send it back deep, and Stevens Point gives chase again. Lebrecq back behind the net. And Stevens Point now, Piekarski with it out high, leaves it to the near side. Stevens Point, almost too many men on the ice there. Now Granovsky with it up high. Center ice going again. Martins with it now for Lawrence here on the right wing. Martins flips it deep, goes back behind the net. Grace Torma back there. She'll let it go, and Olivia Schultz clears that one out on her own. Now here's Granovsky back the other way, chips it ahead. Adalin again, slips around a defender. She's in at a breakaway. Sarah Adalin, shot save made by Pryor, and I think Adalin had a chop and a rebound as well. And a big time save here by Charlie Pryor to keep Lawrence within one. 8:44 to go here. Good outlet pass ahead, and Sarah Adalin, a nice job to chip it through a defender, and was off to the races. Now backhander in front of the net, almost came loose to Shelby Treba. Now it's Rice. Had it, shot it up in the air, it'll come down, and I think Olivia Schultz will hesitate a minute, now play it, and cycling with it now, Shelby Treba with it. Treba near side, nowhere to go. Anderle with it on the near side now. She's spun around by the Lawrence defense on the near side. Courtney Leising stepping in there to try to come up with it. She'll dig it out at the half wall on the near side. Centering pass, here's a turnover. Backhanded shot turned aside. Elena Berthume with it now for Stevens Point. Berthume up off the wall ahead. Here's Courtney Leising after it. Has Anderle cutting to the net if she can get to it. But Lawrence gets there first. It's left behind the net. Here's Leising again with it. Courtney Leising in the near corner getting free. Trying to get free to her forehand. Poked away. Very alert back check there by Elsie Salerno. Ahead, Leising with it again, carries it on the far side, is bumped out of the play, and I think she'll come off on a change here. 7:40 to go here in the first period, 1-0 Stevens Point. Kayla Stumo lost the handle on it, but Lauren Winsenson able to bail her out, come back through her into her own zone, bring it into the neutral zone, and backhand it out. Lawrence sends it right back the other way. Stumo with it now, far side, feeds it ahead. Little collision there, and it's Molly Millar after it. Millar in ahead. It's Madison Stebbins coming in. She'll feed it back, and now it goes cross ice. Out high, long range shot. Charlie Pryor, glove save as McKenna Piekarski with the shot from the far point, low to the ice. She'll scoop that one up, and we'll get a whistle. 7:12 to go here in the first period. Again, Stevens Point. Natalie Ahern with her third of the year at 2:49 of the first period. Out high, Stevens Point. After it, Gina Magro gets it now. Magro bumped off. Magro looks to center. Two Viking defenders in there. They'll work it around the boards, but it stays in the near corner. Stevens Point will come away with it and look to cycle the puck again. Ashton Wilczek in there for Stevens Point. Out high it comes. Piekarski kind of handcuffed her. She'll bring it out and now bring it back into the neutral zone near her own blue line, then slide it ahead. Stevens Point will opt to just get the puck deep here. 6:40 to go in the first. And Stevens Point will change 5 here. Natalie Ahern takes it away, charges back the other way with Granowski. Ahern with a shot, Pryor with a save. Rebound is there. Spinning shot on the rebound went wide. 2 good chances there for Stevens Point. 6:25 to go here in the first. Pointers with it on the near side. They'll look to cycle again out high. Rice with a shot, hit a body in front. That's Granowski. And able to pick it up now is Ashlyn O'Hagan. For the Vikings, she'll throw it the length of the ice, so we'll get a whistle and an icing call. 6:11 to go in the first period. Stevens Point, a 10-2 shots on goal advantage, and they lead it on the scoreboard here 1-0. Again, Pointers play tonight, and then we'll be at Superior on Saturday. Westman Arena. Pointer men will be here Friday night. We'll have that game for you. Against Stout. That's a big one. WIAC opener. All right, Rice with a hammering shot that's blocked. Hit a stick in front of the net. Vikings clear it to the near board. Stevens Point will reset. Rice waiting for it at the point on the near side. Treba bumped down and able to get back to her feet. Trying to kick it out in front of the net here is Maddie Anderle. Anderle up the far side. Lysing poking it free. Anderle with it again. Now Treba with it. Treba out high to Berthume. Berthume got through a defender. She'll keep it going. Come into the far face-off circle. Fires a shot kicked out by Pryor. Oh, Pryor with a good kick save there. Rebound loose to the near corner. Turnover again. They'll scoop it in front. Up in the air it goes. Treba turning. Can't get a shot off. Knocked away from behind. Pointers behind the net. Lysing on the near side. Lysing will get possession of it. Then had her stick lifted. Lysing with it now. Walks a defender again between the circles. Fires a rocket. That went wide. Pretty good move there by Courtney Lysing to get free. Lawrence will get possession of the puck. Ashlyn O'Hagan with it ahead. O'Hagan sends it ahead to Kingsland. She'll fire a shot. Olivia Schultz with the save. Rebound loose on the near side, and Stevens Point will get to it. They'll throw it in front of their own net a little dangerously here. Lysing with a bounce pass off the far boards, but Lawrence sends it right back the other way. Delaney Kingsland brings it in on the far side. She's stopped at the blue line, will regain possession and then float it in. Stevens Point will get it and shove it ahead. Molly Millar with it now for Point. Millar walking through defenders, cuts to center ice and goes in on the right wing. Millar, a couple of moves, lifts it up. Pryor will kick that one out with a stick to the far corner. Up the boards on the far side, but not out. Stevens Point back deep in the far corner for Katie Stanius. Stanius behind that, right in front of the net. Millar whiffed on it, and Lawrence is able to gain possession of it. Gigi Wood. Here comes Wood onto the right wing. She'll bring it in the Stevens Point zone. Wood with a shot. Kind of a knuckling, spinning shot there. Wood, long-range shot. Olivia Schultz does not produce a rebound. Rattled around a little bit, but hung on. And we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play. 4:19 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Face off to the left side of the super senior goaltender Olivia Schultz. Stevens Point in transition. Treba back the other way, slowed down. Or check it, it's Lexi Hagan. Puck loose out high. Tormo, Grace Tormo with it for Stevens Point. Backhander up the boards. Micah Zip will get it deep for Stevens Point into the near corner. Anderle battling there. Loose in the near corner. And they'll bring it out high to Torma again. Torma with a seeing eye shot. Somehow didn't hit anything on the way through and went all the way to the far corner. Lawrence will get it and clear it out. 3:40 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point back around. Long outlet pass ahead and collision there. And without a stick on the play here is Lexi Hagan. She'll have to go back to the Pointer bench. Halverson carries it in for Lawrence. She'll go wide of the net. Grace Torma sends her to the near corner, and Sarah Adalan picks it up. She'll use the near wall to clear it out. Here's Gronowski back the other way to Adalan. She's off to the races again. Adalan splits a defender to the near side. Gronowski to the front of the net. They'll leave it back. Ahern firing a shot, just missed, and it hung up on the back side of the net. Far side, Stevens Point. Berthume shoves a backhander. That redirected about 3 times. Lawrence will get it, and they'll send it. But I don't think this will go far enough for icing. Yep, it will. We'll get a late whistle. 2:58 to go here in the first. Stevens Point still a 1-0 lead. 2:58 to go here in period number 1. Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at 617 Division Street, Stevens Point. Students and staff, don't forget you can get 10% off when you show your university ID. Face off to the left side of the goaltender, Charlie Pryor. Lawrence with a late change here. Pryor looks at it. Berthume, long-range shot, hit a body in front. Stevens Point, a stick lift, couldn't come away with it. Maddie Donati with it, long outlet pass ahead. This is Lainey Martins with it. She's taken down behind the net. Stevens Point now will gain possession. Back the other way, Lysing. Lysing ahead. She'll put her head down, come right through, look to feed to the far side. Turning shot, that's blocked. Rebound goes to the far side. This is a Shelby Treba after it for Stevens Point. Vikings able to regain possession, however. Maggie McNeil sends it out on the far side. Winsenson through traffic. Winsenson shoves a backhander. Pryor will kick that to the near corner. 2:20 to go here in the period. back out high. Lysing lurking for it. Behind the net as well is Maddie Anderle. Here on the near side, turnover coming. Stevens Point firing a shot, missing high. Madison Stebbins, and then they throw it back out in front. Pryor will dive out and cover it up, and we'll get a whistle with 2:04 to go here in the first period. And Stevens Point still a 1-0 lead. On the early goal here by Natalie Ahern. Shots now 14-4 in favor of the Pointers. Grace Torma feeds it far side to Pikarski. She'll flip it deep to the far corner, Millar. Millar in there with Madison Stebbins. Stebbins comes away with it. She'll backhand it out. Lawrence tried to poke it around, but Stevens Point gets it deep. To the far corner, Katie Stanyas now brings it out high. Intercepted momentarily by Elsie Salerno, but Stevens Point, a couple of bodies over there to hold it along the far wall. Coming up on 90 seconds to go here in the first period. Stevens Point trying to carve it loose, and finally they do. This is McKenna Pikarski sending it deep. Stanyas after it on the near side, centering pass out. That's behind everybody. It'll come back into the neutral zone. Pikarski gets it. She'll flip it deep once again. Charlie Pryor is going to get down and cover it up with Ashton Wilczek coming in. We'll get a whistle and a Stevens Point offensive zone faceoff here with 1:17 to go here in period number 1. Well, coming up, we'll get you a scoring recap and summary of our first 20 minutes here. Plus, we'll hear from Pointers coach Ann Ninneman coming up in our first intermission. Here on the Pointers Sports Network. Vikings able to push it out. Stevens Point will gain possession of it, sweep it to the near boards. Gracie Rice with it along the boards, powers it ahead. The red line, a couple of bodies run into her, and still loose. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Lawrence back to get it. They'll whistle a cross-ice pass. Lawrence will gain possession, and coming right up the middle here, Maggie McNeil. McNeil walks into the Stevens Point zone. Rice forces her wide to the near corner now with 45 to go in the period. Stevens Point will look to gain possession. They do. May have a 2-on-1 here, but Gina Magro couldn't catch up with it. Lawrence will pull it back. They'll feed it up the near boards. Kristen Spang able to get it out, but it's intercepted by Stevens Point. Lauren Winsenson, a delayed offsides call here, as Winsenson trying to use her speed to an advantage there. Stevens Point whistled for an offsides here with 30.8 seconds to go here in period number 1. Face out just outside the Lawrence blue line to the far side. And here's Lauren Winsenson. She'll scoop a shot ahead. Sarah Adalin will get the puck deep. Perhaps a final charge here for the Pointers. Gornowski hustles to get to it. Winsenson pinches in the near side. Centering pass for Adalin is intercepted. Back the other way comes Lawrence on the right wing. Laney Martin's coming in. She'll fire a shot. That's deflected wide. Puck goes to the far board. Stevens Point clears it out. 6 seconds to go. Lawrence back with it. Up the boards, far side. Lawrence will get it. They'll try to charge ahead. Centering pass, nothing doing. And the first period comes to an end. Stevens Point gets an early goal here and holds a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes from KB Willett Arena. And once again, Marshall Clinic Health System has expert primary and specialty care for all ages. Visit marshallclinic.org for more information. 20 minutes in the books. We'll come back and give you a first period recap in just a couple of minutes. Stevens Point leading Lawrence 1-0 on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service, Get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State-of-the-art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver on the Pointers Sports Network. Glad you're with us on this Wednesday night. Non-conference women's hockey action. Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead over Lawrence. Natalie Ahern credited with her third goal of the year unassisted. At 2:49 of the first period is the game's only goal. Stevens Point out shooting the Vikings 14-4 in that first period. Pointers had the only crack on a power play, so they are 0 for 1 on the Skyward power play. We're credited with 2 shots on the power play for Stevens Point. Charlie Pryor made 13 first period saves for the Vikings. Olivia Schultz with 4 saves in the opening 20 minutes. Stevens Point winning 68.5% of the faceoffs in that first period as well. So off to a good start there. And let's see here, including, that's a funny story here. The Stevens Point wins 13 faceoffs, all of them at even strength. So that is our first period summary, as it is the Pointers leading the Lawrence University Vikings by a score of 1-0. Other games from the week in the WIAC, Mankato State and Eau Claire played an exhibition game on Monday. Second year in a row that the Blue Golds have done that. Last year went to Madison and introduced to the Mark Johnson style of Badger women's hockey, but this time it's Mankato State and a 7-1 victory for the Mavericks over Eau Claire. Again, that's just an exhibition game on Monday. A couple of games, non-conference games last night between MIAC and WIAC schools. River Falls a 5-1 win over St. Scholastica, and Gustavus with 6 third-period goals after holding a 1-0 lead after 2 beats UW Superior 7-0. So far, let's see here. It is Eau Claire at 5-1, River Falls at 4-1, Superior's 3-2. 2-2-1 is Stevens Point, and Northland is 0-4-1 as far as overall records go in the WIAC standings. River Falls is the 6th-ranked team in the country. They are 2-0. Eau Claire is the 8th-ranked team in the country at 2-0 as well. They will play on Saturday with the Blue Golds traveling to River Falls for that matchup. Northland will be at UW Superior on Friday night, and the Pointers will be at Westman Arena in Superior on Saturday, and I believe that will be a afternoon matchup. Yep, 2 o'clock matchup on Saturday, and then the Pointers will close out their pre-Thanksgiving schedule at St. Norbert on Tuesday, a 7 o'clock face-off there from the Cornerstone Community Center. So that is the upcoming schedule for the Pointers. We'll have the Pointer men this weekend as they open WIAC play. Friday night they'll host Stout here at Willett Arena. Saturday at Northland College in Ashland. Our pregame coverage both nights at 6:45. Here it's 1-0, the Pointer women over Lawrence. We'll come back and hear from Pointers head coach Ann Ninneman when our first intermission rolls on from Willett Arena here in Stevens Point.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely winter beer, and if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. Continue with our Pointer hockey coverage on the Pointer Sports Network. Tonight, the Pointers hosting Lawrence, non-conference matchup at KB Willett Arena. We talk now with Pointers head coach Ann Ninneman. Well, Coach, let's get to a busy week for you. Last week, first, I don't know if I've seen a crazier game in a while than your shootout win, or goes down as a tie, but we'll call it a shootout win against St. Norbert. That was an emotional roller coaster, wasn't it?
It was a roller coaster, that's for sure. And emotional. Add that on top of it. It was fun. It was exciting. It was nerve-wracking. And St. Norbert's a good team, so it was nice to get away with the tie and kind of come away with that nice shootout win too.
Is that something when you look at one of those games you can learn a lot from that game, can't you?
Yes, very much so. There are a lot of little things that we need to just put in the forefront of our brain of, there's 10 seconds left in a period. Don't turn the puck over. Yeah. Just keep it in your feet and eat it. Little things that could have totally had a game changed.
I know I look at your box scores a lot, and I assume that your games are a lot of just live, being live. And that was more of, a penalty shot in overtime and a shootout, all that stuff. I mean, you talk about the headlights coming at you. Nothing phases her, does it?
Right. Yeah, and I think that's just her experience back there for us for so long. And when we took that penalty in the 3-on-3 and they went over to the bench to ask for power play or a penalty shot, and they picked the penalty shot, and okay, sounds good. I was happy with their choice. Yeah. And so it worked out for us, thankfully. Yep.
Yeah, obviously you've had some young bodies in the lineup here. Are you seeing the progress and confidence that you hope to see, 5-6 games in?
Yeah, I think we have. Every one of them is getting more comfortable with more game experience. I think our battle with River Falls was really an eye-opener for a lot of them to say, we stuck with them for 2 periods. We can do this. We had some scoring opportunities, and then the dominoes in the 3rd period. So I think our young kids are getting there, and they're getting their sights set on the right things, and we're going to continue to push them because they're going to be big contributors for us.
And you hope that the light bulb clicks here and somebody does something to finish, to get you back to even, to get you a lead, to do something to get things going in your direction in the 3rd period, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest piece for us, is finding someone to step up, and we're kind of doing it as a committee, which is a good thing, but it's also nice for one person to put the weight on their shoulders. But right now we don't have that, so we're doing it as a committee and hoping that everyone's contributing in what they can and make a success for everyone.
I know you're not blessed to be able to make trades during the season, but you get Micah Zip back in the lineup here tonight. This is another experienced person for you that will put some leadership in your lineup even more.
Yeah, leadership, consistency, solid, calmness. We're excited to have Micah back in the lineup right now, and excited to get a non-conference game in before we get another good conference game in. Our conference is a lot of fun and hard, but so we're excited to have her back.
What's your scouting report here on Lawrence? Obviously a new coach and trying to get things going in a different direction.
Yep, new coach, and they've battled some teams. They took Superior to overtime. Superior beat Hamlin. It's all just circular here in our women's side. So we need to be ready to go. We need to be ready to bury pucks. We need to come out guns a-blazing.
And really off to a good start here. We'll clear the way for you.
Yes, absolutely. First period's essential.
All right. Good luck here tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Ann Ninneman. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network. UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Oh, because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, getting set for period number 2. Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead here on the Pointer Sports Network. Glad you're with us. 14-4, the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers in that first period. Natalie Ahern, the only goal, and just a simple dump in toward the net from the near wall. Hit some traffic on the way through, hit something, and redirected the other way, and Stevens Point out to the early lead, which, as you heard from Coach Ninneman, always important. Had some good chances. Sarah Adalin with the breakaway and a couple of other open ice chances. And the Pointers will stick to it as Olivia Schultz leads the Pointers back out here. Uh, 14-4 shots on goal. Stevens Point had the only power play of the period as well. So, all right, both teams making their way back out here. As we get set for the second period, again, the Pointers at Superior on Saturday. I'm trying to think, they play each of their opponents 3 times in the WIAC season. So, all right, ready to roll here. As Stevens Point will head to the west goal here in the second period. It is Allie Granowski that will step to center ice, ready to take the face-off with Delaney Kingsland. And Stevens Point able to get it ahead and dump it in on the far side. Quick whistle, and boy, Sarah Adalin quickly getting it in, and a little stop-start there caused a whistle and an offside. So we will reset things here. 8 seconds into period number 2. And Stevens Point throws it in once again. Puck loose along the near wall. Vikings able to clear it back out. Lena Berthume back to get it for Stevens Point behind her own net. Berthume wheeling with it ahead. A stick in there, and then had her stick knocked out of her hands, and a penalty call coming up here against the Vikings as they slash the stick out of the hand of Lena Berthume, and it's Delaney Kingsland that will go off on the slashing call. Stevens Point will head to the skyward power play here early in the second period for the second time tonight. If supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward. Learn more at skyward.com/careers and get your name on the Skyward roster. 26 seconds into the second period, Stevens Point on the skyward power play. Lauren Winsenson out high along the near wall. Brings it to Lena Berthume at the point, far side. Leising coming in, hammering a shot, and a save made by Charlie Pryor. As Courtney Leising teed that one up pretty well from the top of the far face-off circle. So Pryor will hang on, and we'll get a face-off to the right side of the Lawrence goaltender. Stevens Point, a backhander right off the draw. Now trickles into the side of the net. Pryor reaching out. Madison Stebbins trying to get there for Stevens Point. And a face-off to the right side. Here's Piekarski firing a shot. That got blocked. Didn't get through cleanly. Stevens Point will reset. Charlie Pryor, the sophomore out of Superior, went to Duluth Marshall High School. And now it kicks off a skate, comes back to Allie Granovsky, and she'll bring it in. Granovsky, extremely late whistle and an icing call. On a redirect and a little slow on the draw, so a minute 21 remaining on the skyward power play for the Pointers. 18:55 to go in the second period. Stevens Point. Natalie Ahern's tallied 2.5 minutes into the first period. Has them up 1-0. Pointers looking with the power play here. Leising lurking to the front of the net. They'll try to feed it to her. Now Winsenson to her. Leising back out high to Winsenson. Winsenson and Leising play catch on the far side. Leising loses the handle on it, and alertly it is poked out of the zone there by Lainey Martins of the Vikings, and now Stevens Point back in their own end. Read well there by the Vikings again. Martins throws it in deep once again, and Stevens Point will have to go back to get it. Here's Courtney Leising behind her own net. 45 seconds to go on the power play. She'll veer back. Turnover. Here's Lawrence with a shot kicked aside by Olivia Schultz. Up the wall on the near side. Leising now will dig it out and cut behind her own net. Courtney Leising up the middle again. Finally coming ahead. She'll push it ahead. Stebbins in on the far side swiping for it. And pushing it deep is Maddie Anderle. Anderle will set it up. The Pointers were changing defensive pairings here, and Grace Torma was not out there yet, so they slide it out there, and it goes all the way down the length of the ice. 15 seconds remaining in the skyward power play that has had not much going here for the Pointers. Here's Natalie Ahern with it. Nifty pass ahead. Here comes Sarah Adalin. Out of her reach now, gets it back, cuts to the front of the net, tried to put the brakes on, and it goes around the backside of the net. Vikings back at full strength. Piekarski firing a shot, hit a body in front. That went wide. Stevens Point will get to the puck and bring it out high now. It's Torma. Flips it up far side for Granovsky in the corner. Allie Granovsky working the puck there with Natalie Ahern coming in. Piekarski with a shot. That went wide. Good chance there. Turned aside. Torma with it now. Torma fires a shot. That's deflected by the captain Delaney Kingsland for the Vikings. Stevens Point Adalin cycling with a get in. She'll come down low to Ahern in front. Shot and a goal. Beautiful setup. They went to the near corner and ended up back to Allie Granovsky. Easily pushes it into an open net. Granovsky, her second of the year, and Stevens Point extends their lead here to 2-0. Was set up very well by the Pointers there. Went near side into the corner, and Granovsky going to the front of the net. Set up well. Stevens Point rewarded for some hard work here with a 2-0 lead. All right, Vikings gain possession off the faceoff. They'll look to go deep. Molly Millar runs some traffic on the far side. Lauren Winsenson will get it. She'll push it ahead. Here comes Millar. Through a defender, comes to the near wall, has Wilczek to the front of the net. Millar spins, saucers it back into the middle. Micah Zip fires a shot. That's blocked on the way through. Puck is loose at the half wall of the near side. Lawrence will get it up the wall around Winsenson. They may have a 2-on-1 here if they hustle. O'Hagan coming in, but the Pointers are quick to clear it back out. Molly Millar after it, but Lauren Moravchik able to get to it and push it to the near side. Moravchik ahead to the boards on the far side now. Lindsay Gullickson after it. Shelby Treba gets this one, and Stevens Point back the other way. Micah Zip. Zip toward the front of the net now, comes around the backside. Oh, they come through. Stumo with a shot, save made by Pryor. Zip with a rebound shot. Pryor fought that one off to the far side. Lena Berthume with it now for Stevens Point. Berthume feeds it, far corner. They come right back to Berthume, but a defender gets a stick on it first and clears it out. 15:55 to go here in the second. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. A long outlet pass ahead. Gina Magro will win the foot race here, sort of, to wave off icing. Near side, Pointers back to the middle. Berthume ends up with it. She's tripped down in the play. And no penalty call here. And they'll play on in the neutral zone. Treba worked it free, taken away. Elsie Salerno in. Salerno a shot, blocker, a pad save made there by Olivia Schultz of the Pointers. Turn that one aside. Here's the Vikings looking to center it in front. Spinning with it in the far corner. I believe this is Lauren Askenazy. And she's picked up by a couple of Pointers there. Still loose in the far corner. 15:10 to go in the second. And it'll roll out to the side of the net, and Olivia Schultz will just come out covered up and get a whistle and reset. Allie Granoski from Sarah Adalin at 2:59. So Stevens Point scored at 2:49 of the first and 2:59 of the second. And they lead Lawrence here by a score of 2-0. Shots on goal now 17-6 in favor of the Pointers. Puck goes behind the net, wraparound try, turned aside by Schultz. Natalie Ahern with it ahead to Adalin, to Granoski. She's off the races to the left side. Granoski, centering pass comes through. Adalin, a backhander tipped wide. She'll get to the rebound in the near side, look to center it, fanned on it. Now recovers on a back check, but can't come away with the puck. Delaney Kingsland off the near wall, across the red line. She'll get it deep into the Stevens Point end. Olivia Schultz looks around as Pikarski around to get it. Pikarski now to Adalin ahead, bouncing ahead. Get to the puck on the near side is Ahern. She'll get the puck deep. Stevens Point will change. Adalin lurking on the far side, pokes it free on the forecheck. Puck is loose, walks in front of the net now. Spun around, Stanius had a chance at it. Winsenson after it, along with Courtney Leising on the near side. Leising after it, steps between two defenders and pokes it free once again. Stevens Point tried to center it for Katie Stanius, went wide. Leising in the near corner. Sophia Lebrec kicks it up the wall on the near side. Winsenson in a stick battle there, but Lawrence able to work it back the other way. They try to push it deep. Pointers a good job to break that one up. Back the other way. Leising with it. Lost the handle on it. Maddie Donati with it for Lawrence. Taken away by Leising. She'll walk right in front of the net. Hauled down in the play. Backhanded shot turned aside by Pryor. Now Winsenson's swiping at it. Should be a whistle and an icing call against the Vikings. Hustling back for Stevens Point is Kayla Stumo, and we get a whistle. 13:35 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Face off back in the Lawrence end to the right side of Charlie Pryor. Off the face-off, controlled by Lawrence. Lauren Moravchik around the boards, now back around to the near side. Ashton Wilczek runs some traffic there. Pointers hammer it deep. Ooh, hit Wilczek and a whistle and an offsides. And I think everybody's okay here. Millar, Wilczek, and Micah Zip out here. Micah Zip in the lineup for the first time here tonight. I take that back. It's Madison Stebbins on this line. Micah Zip is out there with Wilczek and Gina Magro. So a little line flipping here as Ashton Wilczek is slid up here to play with this line. Near side, Wilczek with it. Look to center. Lawrence gets it. They'll turn it over. Lena Berthume walks right down. Shot! Pryor with a save. Boy, a nice read there by Lena Berthume. And a pizza pie right to her forehand. That a good chance through the middle. We'll get a whistle. 13:02 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. So let's see here. Now Micah Zip out here with Gina Magro and Lexi Hagen. So Hagen dressing as the 13th forward here tonight. And now here's Micah Zip. Tried to throw it back to the front. Turnover. Back the other way comes Lawrence. On the right wing, Gigi Wood. Backhanded long-range shot. Olivia Schultz will smother that with no further chance. We'll get a whistle with 12:47 to go here in the second period. And we'll get a face-off back in the Stevens Point end. 19-7 now, the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers. Stevens Point has attempted 41 shots so far here through the first 27 minutes or so. All right, Lexi Hagen will get the puck deep for Stevens Point. Hagen behind the net, looks to leave it back out front. Magro will get it. She'll pen it up behind the boards, and they'll try to cycle it here to the far corner. Hagen with it now, slides it out high. Stumo coming in. She'll wire a shot. That's blocked. Bodies in front of the net. Granoski tried to get to the rebound. Cleared out momentarily, and now into the neutral zone. Spinning with it, Lainey Martins. To the near side when Sensen gets there first. Back the other way comes Perry. It is Emma Perry in. Backhanded shot. And a glove save made by Olivia Schultz. With no rebound, and we'll get a whistle. 12:06 to go here in the second. Two 2-0 Stevens Point here. As the Pointers come in 2-2-1 overall. Lena Berthume for Stevens Point. She will break it out and then turn it over, but Natalie Ahern pokes it ahead. Adalin wheeling with it. She'll come in onside on the far side. Lifts a shot. Glove save made by Charlie Pryor. And she'll hang on. No rebound there, and we'll get a whistle. Slow moving second period here. 11:53 to go. And we'll get a face-off to the right side of the Lawrence goaltender, Charlie Pryor. Off the face-off, Gracie Rice reaching for it, got a piece of it. They'll go to the far face-off circle, Granoski. Allie Granoski in there, along with Natalie Ahern, and Lawrence able to win that. Now they turn it over. Here's Berthume wheeling with it. Tried to center it, hit a stick, and trickles to the near corner. Adalin with it, behind the net now for Ahern to Granoski. Hit a defender's stick and comes all the way back into the neutral zone. For Stevens Point, Gracie Rice back to get it. Rice, outlet pass ahead to Adalin. Feeds Katie Stanius, intercepted. Rice will get it deep. She's going to give chase to the far corner. Gracie Rice looks to wheel and center it. Instead, it comes all the way around to the near side. And it's Maddie Anderle with it. Anderle behind the net. Anderle stick tied up, works through it. Now reverses, cuts right in front of the net, comes, fires a shot. Pryor. Point blank save. She'll get it, throws it back to the side of the net again. Now a pile up in front of the net, and we'll have a collision here. And now Pryor ends up getting off balance here as a little sandpaper to the side of the net. So Charlie Pryor comes up, has a pretty good chuckle about it, I think. 10:56 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point another face-off here, as the Pointers have now hit the 20 shots on goal mark here with 10:54 to go in the second period. All right, off the face-off, wrapped around the boards, far side. Grace Torma got it. Here comes Lysing, feeds it in front. Stanius with a shot. Pryor with another shoulder save and a beauty. Near side, right to the side of the net they go. Ahern with it, looks to center. Maddie Anderle, Anderle out high to Lysing. She'll feed it back to Torma. Torma to Anderle, redirected in front. Pryor with a save. Another save, rebound, shot in the goal. Third chance finally finds the back of the net for Courtney Lysing. And Stevens Point, a 3-0 lead. Oh, now. What do we got? Are they talking to the goal judge here? No goal. Oh, boy. So, second goal. 10:20 to go here, so they will say no goal. Boy, that sure looked like it came in and went in and came back out, but they say it did not completely cross the line. Is the announcement made here to Willett Arena. All right, face off to the left side of Charlie Pryor. And here's a shot coming, redirected in front. Millar, a good line on a tip there. Now behind the net, Wilczek. Ashton Wilczek. Pointers really starting to win the puck possession battle here. They'll swipe it to the near boards. Delaney Kingsland after it for Lawrence and clears it out. Ahead for Martins. Kayla Stumo back to get it. Stumo up the wall on the far side. Kingsland will get it back. Kingsland trying to get it around Millar. Finally does. Kingsland far side, and then Stumo picks it up in the far corner. Stumo kicks it, now reverses back to the far side. Winsenson to Ashton Wilczek. She'll use the wall to get it out to Millar. 2-on-2 comes Stevens Point. Millar coming, long range shot wide prior to the far side. Rebound to the near side to Madison Stebbins. She'll keep it going. Tried to fire a backhander. That was smothered. And it is Sophia Lebrecht that picks that one up. And Stevens Point back here on the near side. Here's Lena Berthume, a lead pass ahead. Sarah Adalin in now for Stevens Point. Adalin behind the net, looking to center. She'll skate with it. Adalin out high. She'll turn, fire a shot. That went wide. Pryor might have gotten a piece of that one. Behind the net, collision as Berthume ended up colliding with one of the Vikings. No call there. Micah Zip now in a stick battle in the far side will get the puck deep for Stevens Point. Pointers will change here and try to reset. Intercepted by Adalin on the forecheck. Torma in to help out. Pointers really putting the forecheck pressure on here. Now here comes Ahern walking in. Shot chipped that. Oh, what a save by Pryor, diving out to smother that one off. Now they'll come in front of the net again. Backhander, that goes wide. Ashton Wilczek. And good reach at it there. Now for the Vikings, it's Taylor Halverson clearing it out. Pikarski back to get it, far side Torma. Now Ahern ahead, lost it, got it back, and then wheeling with the backhander. And back in here, Halverson takes a chop at the skates of Ali Granovsky. 8:10 to go here in the period. Outlet pass here, that's intercepted. Here comes Elsie Salerno, and she'll walk in. Olivia Schultz with a poke check, and then a pad save, and then another pad save to the near side. Wow, Olivia Schultz springs to action here to keep the Vikings off the board. Long range shot here, that's cleared aside. Pikarski after the rebound. She'll clear it around to the near side, and Natalie Ahern. Ahern to Pikarski behind the net. She'll cut out far side. Pikarski leaves it off the boards, comes all the way back, and it is Lauren Moravchik who will get it through a stick in the neutral zone. Stevens Point back the other way, whistle and an icing call, but Katie Stanius is going to win the foot race. Well, what? Goodness gracious. What do we have here? I think we're going to get a face-off at center ice. Is that what we're going to get here, I think? Yep, is Katie Stanius. And we'll get a whistle and the media timeout. 7:27 to go, 2-0 Stevens Point on the Pointer Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Oh, because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. Hi, back here at Willett Arena. Tom Weaver and the Pointer Sports Network. Glad you're with us on this Wednesday. Pointers leading Lawrence here by a score of 2-0. And Courtney Leising will step to center ice to take the draw for the Pointers, along with Delaney Kingsland for Lawrence. Kingsland ends up with it. Now it's Leising, poked away from her, but Leising returns the favor and picks a pocket and flips it deep. Far corner it goes. Maddie Anderle, the first to get there for Stevens Point. Waits for help from Katie Stanius here. As they're loose on the far side, Leising out here with Anderle and now Katie Stanius. So Coach Ninnemann's gone to the line blender a little bit here, mixing some things up. Kayla Stumo now feeds it, and Lysing fell down in the play. Beautiful feed into her, couldn't keep her feet. Now a collision back near the blue line, Stumo and a defender, and the puck ends up going into the Stevens Point end of the near corner. Vikings hold it in out high. They will flip it deep. Maggie McNeil behind the net. Stumo for Stevens Point. Winsenson in there. Backhander comes right out in front. Turning, firing a shot, redirected. That went wide. Pretty good chance there for, I believe it was Lindsay Gullickson. And the Pointers able to clear it back to center ice. McNeil back near her own blue line on the near side. Stanius jamming in there. Lysing after it as well. Stanius still with it. Took an elbow up high. Anderle back the other way, and they'll spin for it right near the Lawrence blue line here. We'll get a whistle and an offsides call with 6:09 to go in the first period. So a face-off just outside the Lawrence blue line here on the near side. And Lawrence will control off the draw. They'll flip the puck ahead. And it's sent ahead. Lawrence will get it deep. McNeil. A good job to get it. All right, UW Stevens Point women's basketball team in action. We'll get you a score update on this. 3-on-2 for Stevens Point. Millar, long-range shot. That goes wide. Gracie Rice will hustle, and right in front, pad save made by Pryor, and she'll smother it. Molly Millar after the rebound. Pointer women's basketball team 3-0 to start the season for Matt Hockett. They're in action at Berg Gym, and they are just into the third quarter. And the Pointers holding a 32-28 lead over St. Norbert. As, let's see, what is it? Abby Campion leading the way, 6 points for the Pointers. Despite the Pointers shooting 25%, long-range shot goes wide. All right, Gina Magro with it for Stevens Point now. Comes right back to her, centers it, and went through the stick of Shelby Treba. Grace Torma now out high for Stevens Point with Gina Magro. Magro keeps it going to the far corner. Magro looks to center. Now a little head fake. Cuts back behind. Leaves it in the far corner. Nobody home. Gigi Wood tried to clear it out. Pointers will clear it back out. Treba in with it again. She'll keep it going. Might have played it with a high stick, but they'll stay play on. Treba now with it. She'll turn and fire a shot. That goes wide to the near corner. Treba lurking after it here on the forecheck. She'll approach. Now far side. Lawrence will wait before they clear the zone. Now poke free again by Torma. Near side. Pointer defense getting involved in the forecheck here too. Adalin centers it. Treba turned it just wide. Rebound to the far side right in front of the Zamboni door. Granovsky in there. Adalin to the far corner and then sends a player down hard. And centering pass tipped up over the top of the net. Now the Pointers near side trying to get a shot off Ahern, but it's cleared out. Up ahead is Lawrence. Back the other way, LC Salerno. Kayla Stumo wins a foot race, uses the end board to get it around to Adalin. Adalin will gather it in right back to Winsenson. She'll cut to the left wing through defense. Coming to her backhand. Stick tied up there. Now they smother it. Pryor has it. Where is it? In the blue paint. She'll cover it up and we'll get a whistle. Charlie Pryor battling through some traffic there to cover that one up. We'll get a whistle. 4:04 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point still holding a 2-0 lead. Buffalo Wild Wings is a proud sponsor of UWSP Pointer Athletics. Stop by Buffalo Wild Wings after the game or next day with your ticket stub and get 10% off your food bill. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Courtney Lysing for Stevens Point loses the handle on it. Emma Perry will clear it out. Comes all the way through the neutral zone. Gracie Rice back to get it for Stevens Point. She'll shove it along the boards to the far side. Maddie Anderle there. Anderle ahead. Here's Lena Berthume. She'll get it around. Might be a 2-on-1 with Katie Stanius. Stanius coming back. Leaves it back to the middle for Berthume. But it is Anderle that steps in to pick it up. Anderle shoved off on a nice defensive play there. Kingsland without a stick kicks it to the far corner. That allows Courtney Lysing to join the play and keep it going. Lysing, Katie Stanius. Oh, spinning shot. That hit a side of the net and then came right out in front. Nobody home for Stevens Point. Anderle a pile up here. And we're going to get the first penalty of the night here against Stevens Point. I believe body checking will be the call. 3:17 to go in the second period. And the Lawrence University Vikings will head to the power play here. For the first time on the season, they are 2 for 21. That's 9.5%. On the conversion rate, Stevens Point on the penalty kill has killed off 10 out of 13, 76.9% for Ann Ninneman and the Pointers. First power play of the night for the Vikings. They trail 2-0, 3:17 to go here in the second period. Face off to the left side of Olivia Schultz. Lauren Winsenson after it into the far corner for Stevens Point. Centering pass comes all the way through. It's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Charlie Pryor will come out of her net to slow it down and put it on the stick of Lauren Moravchek. Moravchek near side to Gigi Wood. Gronowski took it away short-handed. Here comes Micah Zip. She'll be content to just flip it deep. Outside of the net, Gronowski going to get there first. Swats at it and drags it to the far corner momentarily. Gigi Wood finally back to get it. Adalin out there now in the forecheck and hits a stick. Stevens Point very lucky to not get too many men on the ice. Sarah Adalin's going to be offsides here as we get a whistle as Adalin and Wood collide here. And we'll get a whistle with 1:20 remaining in the Lawrence power play. All right, coming up between periods, Micah Zip will join us. Back in the lineup here after a knee injury sidelined her. So Micah Zip, the senior out of Fond du Lac. All right, off the face-off, Lawrence now sets it up with 1:10 to go in the man advantage. Lebrecht out high, feeds it near side. Donati lost the handle on it. She'll gather it back in, send it deep to the near corner. Behind the net they go. Lainey Martin spinning with it. She'll feed it far side. Lebrecht again. Behind the net. It's Lena Berthume that comes away with it for Stevens Point. Pointers fan on it. Perry feeds it far side. Lebrecht fires a shot. Good shot block there by Lena Berthume of the Pointers. Then goes with her stick to the far corner but can't gain possession of it. Behind the net they go. Berthume with it again. She'll chip it off the wall and down the length of the ice it goes. 30 seconds remaining. Lysing and Berthume will stay out there. Pikarski and Gina Magro will help kill this as well. Vikings carried in near side, all the way to the near corner, shuffling it around there. Emma Perry looks to center. Pointers will gain possession and dump it the length of the ice. 10 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Vikings. 1:20 to go here in period number 2. Pointers poking for it on the far side but can't come away with it. Anderle comes out of the penalty box and she'll go after it on the far side. I think hesitated a little bit here and would have had a chance to get to an open puck there. Now Pikarski intercepts, walks through a defender, tripped up as she got to the blue line, but still got the puck deep. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Stevens Point on the forecheck can't come away with it. Lawrence may have numbers if they can hustle. Right up the middle they'll go, but a little confusion here and a whistle and an offsides. Maggie McNeil kind of hung out to dry there on the move up the middle. Tried to drag her foot, but no dice. 52 and a half seconds remaining in the period. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Stevens Point blue line on the far side. Lawrence walking in, shot fired. Schultz with a save, and then they crash into the net here. She's got to regain her bearings, which she does. Lawrence near side loses the handle on it. Stevens Point flips it off the near wall. Here's Ashton Wilczek and Micah Zip hustling after it. Lawrence back the other way. Taylor Halverson gets it deep. 25 seconds to go. Schultz, little collision here. And the puck ends up loose on the near side. Pointers hammer it off the wall. Long range shot in, kicked aside by Schultz. Rebound to the near corner. Lena Berthume with it. Berthume looking to clear it, turned it over. Vikings go wide looking for a redirect that was never there. Adalin trying to clear it out, pile up on the far side. Pointers will try to eat it up here, and they do on the far side. That will do it. 40 minutes in the books. From KB Willett Arena, Stevens Point with a single tally in the first. They add another in the second. And Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead. All right, coming up in our second intermission here, we'll get you a scoring recap. We'll keep you posted on that Pointer women's basketball game as well. Plus, it's our Pointer profile with Micah Zip back in the lineup here tonight for the Pointers. That's coming up as well. 2-0 Stevens Point after 2. We'll come back and have more on the Pointers Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
One women hosting Lawrence.
Banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
All right, Mike. The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver on the Pointer Sports Network. Stevens Point leading Lawrence in women's hockey action 2-0 after 40 minutes here. Stevens Point got on the board at 2:49 of the first period. Natalie Ahern unassisted. After Stevens Point shot the Vikings 14-4 in the first period. They struck again at 2:59 of the second. Allie Gronowski, her second of the year from Sarah Adalin. 2-0 Stevens Point after 2. Pointers outshoot Lawrence 13-9 in that second period, so 27-13 through 2 periods. It is Charlie Pryor credited with 25 saves so far. Olivia Schultz has 13 saves through the Pointers through 40 minutes. Power play-wise, Stevens Point 0 for 2 on the Skyward power play. They're credited with 3 shots on goal. Lawrence just finished off their first power play attempt. Stevens Point, a good job in the penalty kill there, allowing just 1 shot by the Vikings. Stevens Point still winning 59.5% of the faceoffs. Micah Zip, Courtney Leising, both 7-4. Allie Gronowski is 7-5 from the faceoff dot here tonight for Stevens Point. But more importantly, Stevens Point credited with 27 shots on goal. And let's see here. Lawrence, to their credit, credited with 13 block shots here tonight through 2 periods. For the Vikings, Stevens Point with 5 shot blocks. So if you look at shots attempted, 54-21 in favor of the Pointers, 27-13 in the shots on goal department. And again, with 13-5, the block shot ratio in favor of the Vikings. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and have more from Willett Arena. Stevens Point leading Lawrence 2-0 on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at Willett Arena, our second intermission rolling along here. All right, Pointer women's basketball team, they have gone to the fourth quarter at the Berg Gym. 3-0 Stevens Point, 2-0 St. Norbert. Pointers with a 36-35 lead. Abby Campion with 9 points for the Pointers. Looks like a tough shooting night for both teams here tonight. Pointers 12 of 46 shooting. That's just 26.1%. But nonetheless, and they open up the fourth quarter. Gabby Golita with a 3, so 39-35, Stevens Point. And again, that going on Berg Gym. Pointer women will travel to Superior on Saturday as WIC play gets in full swing this weekend. Stevens Point at Superior on Saturday. The other one, Eau Claire at River Falls. The Yellow Jackets will host Northland on Friday night before the Pointers head north to Westman Arena. Eau Claire and River Falls atop the WIC 2-0 respectively. River Falls in the latest U.S. College Hockey Online poll is ranked 6th. Eau Claire is 8th, I should say. Gustavus, who whipped up on Superior 7-0 on Tuesday, I believe the number 2 ranked team in the country, as they are off to a good start as well. Superior and Stevens Point both 0-1. Northland is 0-2. Pointer men will host Stout here at Willett Arena Friday night and will travel to Ashland to take on Northland on Saturday. Pre-game coverage here on the Pointer Sports Network online at 6:45. Here, Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it is our Pointer profile with the senior out of Fond du Lac, Micah Zip. That is coming up when Pointer hockey continues here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
Continue with our Pointer hockey coverage on the Pointer Sports Network. Tonight, Pointer women hosting Lawrence at KB Willett Arena. We talk now with Pointer senior
Micah Zip, who is coming back in the lineup tonight after getting dinged up earlier in the year. First of all, I can't imagine what's it been like for you for the last couple of weeks, having to be a spectator here and cheer your friends on.
It's been pretty hard mentally, but I'm just glad I've still been able to come to the rink and still cheer them on and be with my team.
All things considered here, a couple of weeks really could have been much worse, right?
It definitely could have been. Not being able to get back on the ice definitely is. At first, I didn't think that was going to be possible, but glad it is.
Yeah. Talk about the support you get from the training staff and stuff here. I know it doesn't matter what the sport is. There's a great group of people that behind the scenes people may never see, but they're really important for you, aren't they?
Very important. Cass did a good job, and her student trainers did a very good job getting me back, rehabbing me, and understanding kind of what I wanted to get back to. So that's a big part, I think, too. All
right, as you get in the lineup here tonight, obviously your senior year here, there's something you're excited about. You know, kind of had to hit the pause button a little bit here, but from an excitement standpoint, have you been more excited to get back out on the ice than in the 3 years you've been here before?
Kind of hard to say, but no, I haven't. I'm pretty really excited, yeah. It is my first game as a senior, even though it's not our first game as a team. So, yeah, to say I'm excited is a bit of an understatement.
There you go. And as one of the leaders of this team, you know, you've got a lot of young new faces around here. Talk about how some of your new teammates have been getting used to, the way we do things around here.
Our freshmen and even our sophomores, they're doing a great job. They really brought a lot of competition to our team, and it hasn't taken them much time to get adjusted to things and really push the pedal for all of us.
So obviously, your first time to get out here on Willett Arena for game time. What's your thoughts as someone who's been here through some trials and tribulations? What's it like in your new home here?
It feels good. We just got our new stalls in the locker room, so first game with the new stalls and first game for me, so it feels like home finally. Really good feeling.
All right, off the ice, what do you like to do? What's fun for you?
I like hanging out with friends and playing outside, just being outside, hiking and stuff like that.
Yep, obviously from Fond du Lac, right, as you come through, so not too far from home. So family get over here to see you quite a bit?
Yes, they're one of my biggest supporters. Dad is actually hunting in Michigan right now for my first game back, but Mom will be here. They're always traveling and supporting.
Yep, way things have gone here so far, you know, I guess as I was looking and getting some notes ready for this team, this is a team, you've hung in there on all accounts here, and, you know, it's not going to take much more to turn a couple of these things around, is it?
No, definitely not. We just got to keep pushing to the metal, and we're right there.
And, you knew Olivia was going to be a leader here for you, but, I did the game last Wednesday, the overtime with a penalty shot and all kinds of crazy stuff. I get the impression that's just Liv being Liv, right?
Yeah, she's used to that pressure, I guess. As a fifth year, I think she should be used to it, right? I'm pretty close with Liv, and she definitely is a huge part on this team, and we really do enjoy having her with us.
All right, school-wise, what's your major, and what do you hope the future is?
I'm a CSD major, so I'm hoping to become a speech pathologist one day.
Okay. Well, I know there's lots of jobs out there, so good for you. So, anyway, are you having fun?
Lots of fun, yep.
All right, is it starting to kind of enter the back of your mind that you're about to go through the, final rodeo here through the next 20 games or so?
A little bit. I'm trying not to have it enter that, but yes, it is.
All right, well, we're glad to see you back in the lineup. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you. All
right, that's the Pointers' Micah Zip. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, we are set to go here for period number 3. Now, Stevens Point and Lawrence head to the final 20 minutes here. Stevens Point off the draw. Lena Berthume back to get it. They will kick it around. Stevens Point, Berthume looking to gain possession. Long outlet pass ahead. Sarah Adalin hustling, but not quite quick enough to wave off the icing call. And a face-off back in the Stevens Point defensive end. All right, off the face-off into the near corner. Lawrence looks to center. Adalin waiting for it, but Kayla Stumo will cut it off and work it around the boards off the near wall and out. 19.5 to go in the third period. Stevens Point. A 2-0 lead here over Lawrence. Side of the net. Pointers reach after it. Natalie Ahern. Ahern tries to dig it out, but for the Vikings, Delaney Kingsland steps in there. Throws it back to the neutral zone. Grace Torma. Granoski spun around. Lawrence able to push it. Kingsland will get to it here in the near side, but a weak shot toward the front of the net. Nothing there. Kingsland still after it. Let's see what the Pointers have in the gas tank here in the third period. Now Stevens Point. Treba forces it near side. Ashton Wilczek goes rink wide. It's McKenna Pekarski that will lead the charge in the far side. Pekarski right in front for Treba, and a Lawrence defender loses an edge and goes into the net. And we'll get a whistle with 18:47 to go here in the third, as it is Molly Jastreb that lost an edge in the way in, and Charlie Pryor had to do a nice job to step around her there. And they'll set up for a face-off to the right side of Pryor. Courtney Leising in there for Stevens Point, wins it, pulls it back to Winsenson to Stumo. Stumo along the near boards. Pointers will look to cycle near side. Lawrence gets a stick in there to break it up now. Pointers chip it back out in front, nobody there. Askenazi with it ahead. She chips it off the boards. Kayla Stumo there to get it. Askenazi, the leading scorer here for the Vikings. And here's Courtney Leising in through a check, firing a shot. Pryor, easy glove save. And she'll hang on. 18:20 to go here in the third, and Charlie Pryor has been the story here for Lawrence, has made some big saves here. As the Pointers through two periods had outshot the Vikings 27-13. All right, Winsenson with a shot, that goes wide. Near side, rebound chipped in front of the net again. Micah Zip reaching for it. Here is Ashton Wilczek getting free for a minute. Lost it, now got it back. Winsenson pokes it ahead. Zip giving a rough ride, now gets back to her feet. Here comes Lawrence, Lindsay Gullickson. Back the other way, Stumo reaches out, forces her to go wide around and dump the puck in. Winsenson ahead, and it's Shelby Treba. Off the near side, Wilczek runs into a defender, so lost the handle on it. Lawrence now rink wide again. Berthume going to intercept this one. Back the other way with Adalin. Oh, Berthume went for Adalin on the near side, and Adalin was cutting back to the far side. A little crossed wires there. Gracie Rice sends it deep in front. That goes wide through to the far corner. Molly Millar for Stevens Point now sets it up. She'll work it up the far wall. Through a stick check, looks to reverse it, but pulled free there by Lainey Martins, and she'll come back the other way. Martins in with a defender on her. That's Millar, and she'll force the puck free. Lena Berthume will pick it up for Stevens Point. Feeds it to the near side, but not out. Moravchik, turnover right in front, cleared out. Olivia Schultz comes in as, boy, watch out of nowhere. Lainey Martins between the circles spinning, couldn't get possession of it and get a shot off, and Olivia Schultz wise to that equation and just reached out to cover it up. We'll get a whistle. 17:03 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. They will dig out the face-off and charge back the other way. Katie Stanyas for Stevens Point. Stanyas goes wide to the far side, looks to center, comes back near side. Shot and a save by Charlie Pryor. Oh, what a setup. And this time it's Courtney Leising, but Charlie Pryor makes the save. Pointer showed some speed there. And a good chance. All right, off the face-off into the near corner. Leising lurking for it for Stevens Point. Shots on goal now 29-13 in favor of the Pointers. 16 and a half minutes to go in the third. Lawrence up the wall, down the length of the ice, but through a defender. And they're going to still call this icing, so they will come back and get a face-off back near Charlie Pryor. Well, Stevens Point has attempted 58 shots here tonight, 29 of them on goal. Wouldn't say a whole lot of prime scoring chances here, but some good ones. All right, face off on the far side and the point end. Micah Zip around, she'll spin, leaves it back out high. Stumo with a shot, Pryor with a blocker save. Treba to the rebound on the near side, back out high to Stumo, now keeps it, now back to Stumo, she'll throw it in front, redirected Wilczek. A shot that was redirected, pad save made by Pryor. Out high again it goes, Winsensen coming through, she blockers that one aside. Pointers peppering some shots here, just under 16 minutes to go in the third period. A 2-0 lead for Stevens Point. Out high Winsensen holds the zone, long range shot hit a body, Sarah Adalin to the rebound. Adalin after it, Micah Zip after it as well. Far side, Zip looks to center, now kicks it right in front. Adalin had her stick lifted, and it's Micah Zip. Now it's cleared out. Stumo will get it. She'll blast it back into the Lawrence end of the near corner, but Stevens Point had to touch up here. Vikings on the breakout here. Gracie Rice with it. Zips a pass ahead up the far boards. Ahern steps in to get it. Ahern with Granowski. Centering pass. Nobody home. Vikings clear it. Hits a stick. Goes to the far side. Taylor Halverson. Halverson around the wall to the near side. Pointers had it for a minute. Now Lawrence will get it, and they'll shoot it the length of the ice again. A whistle and an icing call. 15:08 to go here in period number 3. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. All right, a face-off back to the left side of Charlie Pryor. Pointers now credited with 31 shots on goal in this game. Off the face-off, it is Gracie Rice firing it around. Stevens Point averaging just 20.6 shots per game. So, a shot there, long range blocked as Molly Jastrab able to deflect that one. Pointers look to center it again. Leising set up right in front of the net. She's bumped. Puck goes to the side of the net. Now comes right straight back behind the net. Stanyas trying to dig it out. Leising just circling around in front of the net here, drawing some traffic. Pointers bring it out high. Berthume fires a shot, redirected. Pryor a save. Rebound is there. Pointers can't hold. Berthume able to get to it. She's got to wait. Now she'll flip the puck deep. Gets it around Halverson and in. Halverson back the other way. Berthume will intercept. And Lena Berthume has to cycle around. Ooh, ahead, and it deflects off the back of the skate of Madison Stebbins and comes right back in front of Olivia Schultz. Pointers avert disaster there. Pikarski wheeling with it up ahead. Now they turn it over. Perry goes deep for Lawrence. Berthume back to get it. Piekarski recovering again now into the far corner. She'll shove it up on the far side, but not out. Here's Delaney Kingsland coming in, firing a shot deflected. Rebound is there. Cleared out to the far boards by Madison Stebbins of Stevens Point. Lysing will lift it out. Gina Magro after it on the near side. Magro striding after it. Lawrence sends it back the other way. Here's Grace Torma for Stevens Point. Torma gets it back ahead. Now the Vikings putting a little forecheck on, but Torma, a nice job to kick it out of the zone. Molly Millar will restore order, get it ahead to Gronowski, spun a defender around. She'll cut back to the middle, and she lost an edge. Magro swiping for it. Stevens Point is off sides as it comes back into the neutral zone. Lauren Winsenson with speed, feeds it ahead to Millar. Millar in, looks to center. Pryor will stick that to the far corner, and out high they go. Winsenson whiffs on it, stuck between her legs, alertly able to get down and prevent Elsie Salerno from coming on a breakaway. Stuma after it. Stumo through a stick check, shoves it ahead near side. Sarah Adalin will get it. She'll wheel with it, but wise to that is Lauren Askenazi. And now back to Adalin at center ice. Adalin walks through defenders this time. Long range shot, Pryor just save. She'll hang on with no rebound. 12:46 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead. Well, looks like women's basketball is about a minute and a half to go at Berg Gym, tied at 47. They're at a barn burner. And now I've just gone up. So Ashton Wilczek with it. Lena Berthume. Gracie Rice with a shot redirected. Rolling puck side of the net. Pile up. Rebound as Treba sent it wide. Treba frees it up in the far corner off the far wall to Berthume. Along the blue line. Long range shot. Pad save made by Pryor. Rebound to the near corner. Ashton Wilczek will come off on a change. Around it comes. Off the bench is Maddie Anderle. Anderle up on the near side. Stevens Point about changing all five out here with puck possession in their own end. Or I should say in their offensive end. Now Lawrence will get it ahead. They work it around Katie Stanyas and out. Lysing will get it. She'll zip it far side for Piekarski. And a collision here. Back the other way. Stanyas will get it deep. Come around into the near corner. Anderle after it for Stevens Point. Courtney Lysing now trying to free it up. Along the boards on the near side. Torma got a stick on it, but they use the wall on the near side to clear it out. Piekarski chips at it. Kingsland after it. Goes to the far corner. Up the wall on the far side. Stevens Point able to get it out. Lysing working there, trying to get possession of it. Just battling here now. Gets a stick in there, and that battle's won there by Lainey Martins, who gets the puck deep. Torma will tie it up in the far corner and wait for some help to come. And they'll scrum for it in the far corner as Lysing pokes it out now. Goes up the wall on the far side, but not out. Tried to send it deep. Torma will get it. She'll flip it out. Through a couple of players. Lysing hustling. May have a break here, but off to the side of the net. Thought about a wraparound. Set it up over the top of the net by Adalin. Good alertness there by Courtney Lysing, who was behind the defense, but realized she was in shoot tight, went for a wraparound and set up the good chance. When Sensen wires one, that goes wide. Gronowski to the rebound in the near corner. Allie Gronowski up high, now hung up on the back of the cage. Keeps it going, kicks it to the far corner. She'll try to center still. Bouncing puck comes up. Stumo after it. Back the other way when Sensen very smartly plays this one. She'll come back now, accelerate, get to her forehand, sweeps it up ahead into the zone. Adalin spun around and just off sides. 10:22 to go here in the third quarter, or in the third period. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Well, things starting to open up a little bit here. And we'll get a face-off, let's see, just outside the Stevens Point blue line here on the near side. 10:22 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Askenazi with it. Askenazi, excuse me. Near side, now Jastrab brings it in on the near side. Dug free, Stevens Point will get it. Here comes Shelby Treba. Treba ahead, looks to shove it toward Ashton Wilczek on the near side. Vikings get a piece of that. Lena Berthume will send it deep for Stevens Point. Pryor will stop it behind the net. 9:50 to go here in the third. And here's Lawrence ahead. Long range. It is Gigi Wood. Back to get it for the Vikings. Wood behind her own net. 1-on-5 here as Lawrence was changing. Gullickson fires a shot wide. Lena Berthume will get this for Stevens Point. Berthume to the near side, feeds it near wall, and Anderle kicked it out. Finally ends up on the stick here of Lindsey Gullickson of the Vikings, and she'll circle back in her own end. Gullickson near side, hugs the near wall, and then brings it in. Pekarski coming in, firing a shot. That's a blocker save made there by Olivia Schultz, and the rebound ahead, Katie Stanius. Stanius with some speed, walks through, poked free from her. Courtney Leising will pick it up, walks a defender, comes to the side of the net, tried to go in front to Ahern, but nothing there. Or Anderle, excuse me. Now they'll come, Leising with a shot in the goal. Courtney Leising wheeling, fired it off from between the circles. Just under 9 minutes to go here. Stevens Point extends their lead to 3-0. So Courtney Leising will get her 4th of the year. I say, unless, was that tipped in front? I don't think so. It looked like it fluttered a bit, but nonetheless, Stevens Point, 1 in each period now, leading it 3-0. Yep. I'm going to say Katie Stanius got a piece of it in front of the net. So that's Stanius' first goal of the year from Leising. All right, Lawrence with it now. Kingsland back the other way. She'll try to sweep it through, does, but it is Sarah Adalin back to get it. Use the near wall to try to free herself out of the zone. Lawrence will intercept and throw it behind the Stevens Point net. Stumo had it dragged away from her. Out high it goes. Long range shot. Schultz with the save. Left a big rebound out there. Lawrence chops at the rebound, but no shot. Ew, Sarah Adalin just out of her reach. Adalin will hustle, and we'll get a whistle and an icing call with 8:13 to go here. So, Stevens Point now a 3-0 lead. Katie Stanius on the redirect in front. Looks like, 23 seconds remaining in the women's basketball game here. Tied at 50. A barn burner at the Berg Gym. All right, here is Lawrence. Long range shot off the glove of Schultz. Comes to the near corner. Vikings looking to pepper it in front. Elsie Salerno spinning with it. End board. A scrum to the side of the net. Still there. Puck sticking on the ice. And Askenazi looked to center it. Lost the handle on it. And ends up on the stick of Sarah Adalin. Adalin ahead. Fakes a little move. Gets around a defender. 1-on-3 coming in. Walks in. Pryor with a shot. And a rebound chance there. Turned aside. Well, Adalin just kept that play going. Nobody picked her up. As the pointers were changing, Winsenson cross ice. Torma will clear it out. This gets through a defender. No icing call there. Under 7.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Ashton Wildcheck lurking after it for Stevens Point in the near corner. Vikings able to break it out. Lindsey Gullickson on the near side. Oh boy, has a player open in front of the net. That's Taylor Halverson, but didn't see her. Pointer is able to get it. Traffic back the other way. Played through the neutral zone and loose. Giving chase here is Micah Zip. 7 minutes to go in the third. It's 3-0 Stevens Point. Lawrence with possession of the puck, neutral zone far side. Katie Stanius, who has the third period goal here for the Pointers, works her way through traffic, centers it back, coming in. Anderle with a shot, that's blocked. Rebound comes right to her, shoves it out high to Grace. Near side, now coming right down is Courtney Leising to the near side, no shot. Berthume with it. Pointers really moving the puck well here. Leising in tight, stood up by a defender, slides. Pryor got a stick on it. Behind the net, Anderle, they'll come right in front of the net. Stanius chops at a rebound. Leising had a chance there, and Lawrence with it back the other way. Laney Martins. She'll come in around the defender. Backhanded shot. Schultz with a save, and then a diving poke check to get it away from a rebound chance in front of her. Leising after it. Red line on the far side around a defender. 1-on-1. She's closed down there nicely by the defender, Kristen Spang, and Lawrence back the other way. Into the zone they come. Beautiful little dump pass here. Try to go back to the middle. Shot fired. Olivia Schultz with another pad save. Rebound to the far side. That's cleared up by Lexi Hagen. And Long-range shot through. Delaney Kingsland on the shot there. Went wide to the near corner. 5:40 to go here in the third period. And Stevens Point will gain possession of it. Grace Torma behind and then turned it over. The near side, Lawrence bottling things up a little bit here. Kingsland after it. Pointers finally clear it out to center ice. Salerno with it. She'll flip it deep to the far side. Piekarski for Stevens Point. Up the far side, right to Hagen. Turnover side of the net, pinballing puck. Millar pokes it free. Shot fired, turned aside. Stick save there. At the end, just to make sure, is Olivia Schultz. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Stevens Point a 3-0 lead. Behind their own net, clearing pass dangerously up the middle. Held in by the Vikings. Long-range shot redirected. Pad save made there by Olivia Schultz, as that was redirected by Lauren Moravchik. Pointers will get it, and contact made by the Vikings, so no icing call here, and Molly Millar will chase after it. Millar. Long-range pass intercepted. Back the other way. Here comes Lawrence. It is Taylor Halverson in, and a swatting save there by Olivia Schultz. That a little dangerous there, but spinning around, but able to get cleared out. Lawrence will get it with some speed. Lindsay Gullickson around. Gullickson through the neutral zone, through two stick checks, walks two defenders, comes in, but then has it worked wide. Off-angle shot to the side of the net. Schultz coming. Rebound loose in front. Pad save. She'll dive out, try to cover it. The Pointers clear it out to the near side. Stevens Point able to avert disaster here. They'll throw it down, and this may be an icing call. Nope, they'll wave it off. Just under 4 minutes to go. Lawrence back the other way. Berthume back in her own end for Stevens Point. Lena Berthume back around. She'll wheel with it ahead. Turned it over. Martin's coming in front. Schultz will come out with the paddle to clear it. Stevens Point, could have had a 3-on-1, but instead they'll send it deep, and we'll get a whistle and an icing call. 3:33 to go here in the third period. And an icing call here. And I think the media timeout, if you get under 5 minutes, I think it goes away. Could be another thing. We'll see. But with an icing call, they wouldn't have it anyway. We'll see. All right, off the face-off. Spag with a shot. Pointers kick it out back the other way. Sarah Adalin on the left wing, carries it in. Adalin coming, slides a shot. Pryor with a save. Rebound loose side of the net. Pryor will dive out and cover it up. And now we'll get a whistle. And we'll get the media timeout. 3:20 to go here in the third. Pointers with a 3-0 lead on the Pointers Sports Network.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location at the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com.
All right, 3:20 to go here. Stevens Point has gotten goals from Natalie Ahern, Allie Granowski, and Katie Stanyas. Stevens Point, a 3-0 lead. Off the face-off, cleared out by the Pointers. Back the other way, Perry for Lawrence. And another dangerous turnover here by the Pointers. Shot fired. Schultz fought that one off. Rebound to the side of the net. Piekarski up in the air it goes. A bouncing puck that it is a Shelby Treba after on the far side. Under 3 minutes to go here. Out high, held in by Delaney Kingsland. She'll fire a shot wide. Some traffic in front of the net. Pointers Ashton Wilczek clears it out. Here's Micah Zip. after it. First to get there, Lauren Moravchik. Long range pass ahead. No icing call, so Lauren Winsenson back to get it for point. Winsenson backhands it ahead on the near side. And bouncing puck again. Anderle sends it ahead. Lauren Winsenson kept it onside. I think she thought she was offside. And Amanda came back out to clear the zone. Lysing feeds it to the far wall. Kayla Stumo firing a shot in the goal. Tipped in front. I think it's Katie Stanius again. Kayla Stumo with the shot. Stanius, I believe, with the tip. 2:17 to go. 4-0 Stevens Point. So we'll see, but nice little redirect. In tight to the side of the net. And the Pointers now lead it 4-0. 40 shots on goal now for the Pointers. Actually, they're going to give it to Kayla Stumo. And that's her first goal as a Pointer. Go figure. Now Lawrence will send it in. So Kayla Stumo from Courtney Lysing at 17:37. Stanius with it now for Stevens Point. Back the other way has Maddie Anderle to her left. Long range shot. Pryor with a shoulder save up into the netting and out of play with 1:54 to go. Pointer women's basketball team has tasted defeat for the first time on the season as they fall to St. Norbert 55-50 at Berg Gym. 1:54 to go here. Lebrecq spins around in the far corner, tried to clear it up, but Berthume read that perfectly. She'll send that deep for Anderle behind the net. Big pile up there. Gets a rise out of some of the Pointer extras over here, but no call. Pinball's out of the zone. Halverson will send it in. Gronowski reaching for it for Stevens Point. Dahlin. She's ready to go at any time, looking to go back the other way. Another pile up back near the Stevens Point blue line. Lena Berthume works it in. Off of Halverson and in. They're going to say Lawrence is offsides here with 1:15 to go. Stevens Point going to go to 3-2-1 on the season. Lawrence is going to fall to 0-7 and still looking for program win number 1. A minute to go here in the third period. Torma for Stevens Point. She will wind some time off behind her own net. Far side to Pikarski. And finally ends up through the neutral zone. Shelby Treba. Shot out of a rocket. Splits two defenders. Fires a shot. Charlie Barstave. Rebound. Loose shot in the goal. Rebound to the side of the net. Let's see. It may be Ashton Wilczek that gets the rebound. And that would be her first of the year. And it's 5-0 Stevens Point. .4 seconds remaining. Off the face-off into the neutral zone. Stanius. Yep, Ashton Wilczek will get credit for the goal. Micah Zip back in the lineup here tonight, credited with the assist. We'll get you a complete scoring recap coming up. Here's Lawrence with it now, wheeling on the far side. Grace Torma will take that away with 20 seconds to go in the period. Now, side of the net, and Pointers Katie Stanius looking to skate out. Tried to shove it ahead. Watch out here, 7 seconds remaining. Long range shot, Olivia Schultz makes the save. Some traffic, but able to fight through that. 4.7 seconds remaining. And Micah Zip will try to win the draw and grind out the final seconds here right in front. Pointers clear it out, and that'll do it. Olivia Schultz will record career shutout number 3 as Stevens Point, with 3 in the third here, defeats the Lawrence University Vikings by a score of 5-0. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back, give you a recap. and tell you about this one. Stevens Point beats Lawrence by a score of 5-0 here on the Pointer Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advanced tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at Willard Arena, Tom Weaver on the Pointer Sports Network to wrap things up here. Stevens Point improves to 3-2-1 on the season. Lawrence drops to 0-7 as Stevens Point with a 5-0 win here tonight. Pointers got on the board at 2:49 of the first. Natalie Ahern, her third of the season, unassisted. 1-0 Stevens Point after one. At 2:59 of the second, Allie Granowski, her second of the year on a beautiful setup from Sarah Adalin, made it 2-0. Then we went about the first half of the third period with not much going. But then it was Katie Stanius, her first of the year from Courtney Leising at 11:03. Kayla Stumo, her first of the year from Courtney Leising at 17:37. And Ashton Wilczek, her first of the year from Micah Zip at 19:19 of the third period. 3 third period goals for the Pointers produce a final of 5-0. Pointers outshoot Lawrence in the third period 17-10. So 44-23 the shots on goal here tonight. Power play wise, Lawrence was 0 for 1, credited with 1 shot. Stevens Point 0 for 2 in the Skyward power play, credited with 3 shots. Charlie Pryor, 14 third period saves for a game total of 39. Olivia Schultz, 10 third period saves for a game total of 23, and her third career shutout as a Pointer. Stevens Point ends up winning 51.7% of the faceoffs here tonight from the faceoff dot, with Courtney Leising leading the way, going 10-7. All right, our final task, we got to pick our Pointer player of the game. I'm going to go with Katie Stanius. Her first career goal was the first one in the third period, really kind of busted things open a bit. Courtney Leising, a 2-point night here with 2 assists, but you get your first goal of the year from Stanius, Stumo, and Wilczek, and a shutout from Olivia Schultz. Pretty good night of work here for Stevens Point as they get the win. And again, 3-2-1 overall. So Katie Stanius of the Pointers is our Pointer player of the game. Pointers next in action Saturday afternoon. They'll travel to UW Superior. That is a 2 o'clock face-off. Our broadcast coming up this weekend with the Pointer men here at Willard Arena on Friday night as they open WIAC play against Stout. And then Saturday we'll travel to Ashland to take on Northland College. Pre-game both nights, Friday and Saturday at 6:45. Come on out here to Willard Arena. Stout suffered their first loss against Lake Forest on Saturday, so they're 5-1 coming in, while the Pointers squandered a 2-goal lead in the third period twice and ended up in a 5-all tie before winning the shootout with St. Olaf after throttling St. Mary's 8-1 on Friday night. So WIAC play will begin here at Willard Arena. Pointer women victorious here tonight, 5-0 over Lawrence. I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for joining us for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.